Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. It is Tuesday, and I hope everybody's having a good one. All right, I have come to you from my kitchen before, so this is kind of a repeat, but this is my kitchen. But I might not have shown you that I love to collect old globes. So right there on top of my cabinets, I've got 5 old globes. And I've picked them up in my little travels. A few I even found in the trash. I'm like, why would you throw an awesome globe away in the trash? But some people are silly, and they do. So those are my globes. I love them. I think they are fun. One thing I love to do almost more than anything is to travel. And my family and I have been lucky enough to travel to a lot of great places. So traveling is super fun. I'm kind of missing, I've got a little travel bug right now. So when I'm not working, I am trying to figure out where I want to go next. So that is pretty exciting. That is keeping me busy. If I can't travel now, then at least I can still dream and plan on future travels, because there are going to be some future travels. No doubt in my mind that we are going to travel. Okay, a couple cool things going on today. I am going to read to you a classic book called Alvin and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And then it says, because some days are like that. Okay, I hope that you are not having a terrible, horrible, very bad day, but sometimes we do. And it's okay. Now, this book is older than I am. This book was published. You can always figure out where the book is published by the front page there. And it tells you right there. It's published in 1972. Now, Miss Grandstaff is 44, so I wasn't born until 76. So this book is older than I am. It's a classic book. It's about choices that we have to make our day great or not so great. And it also talks a little bit about how positive self-talk and positive thinking can be really important. All right, so we do have a giveaway today, so I'm excited about that, showing you what that is. I wanted to show you a couple little things next to me. First, for those of you, and I know several people have written me and say, how's Turbo Flash Grindstaff doing? Turbo Flash Grindstaff is doing amazing. He is right here next to me, just like he would be at school. He is right there hanging on. So awesome. Now the sand at the bottom is sand that Miss Bosma gave me, and it's actually from Hawaii. So he's got some Hawaiian sand down at the bottom of his glass jar. So that's kind of fun. So I think a little bit of, when I look at him, I think a little bit of Hawaii. One place I have not been. Maybe I should put that on my think station. The other thing that I got last week, one of my friends brought it to me, is a lavender plant. Now look at this lavender plant. Now lavender plants, she got this at Trader Joe's. Lavender plants are cool because lavender, the smell of lavender, has been shown to be kind of calming. Okay? Calming. So my daughter, when she goes to bed, sometimes we spray a little lavender mist on her pillows just to help calm and de-stress from the day. So if you find yourself stressed, if you find yourself worried, sometimes smells can be awesome. The smell of lavender, great. Sometimes the smell of chocolate chip cookies baking, amazing. So there's lots of different smells that can kind of help relieve our body. Now, sometimes if we want like a little perk up, then having things like peppermint tea or peppermints, they can kind of perk us up a little bit. So it's interesting to think about how smells impact our mood, okay? And so I wanted to show you that lavender plant because it was something I was thinking about. All right, so we are going to read this book today, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. I'm going to try to adjust this light a little bit so there's not that glare coming off. Okay, I'll try. Okay. All right, and there he is in bed. Now let's look at his face. Does he look happy? He does not look happy. I don't think he looks happy. We can tell a lot about how a person is thinking and feeling just by looking at their face or how they're holding their body, okay? So it's one of my favorite things to do is people watch, like watch people, like sit on a bench and just watch people, and just kind of think about how they're thinking and feeling. Because sometimes if we're quiet and we just are watchers, we can pick up a lot about the world around us. Okay, so if I am looking at his body, I am thinking that he is not feeling great. And what I don't know yet, because I haven't read the book, well, I have read the book, but if I hadn't read the book, what I don't know yet is he sick? Is he angry? Is he sad? Is he grumpy? Why is he feeling like this? Okay, we know it's not happy. So why is he feeling like this? Okay. Here we go. Okay. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running. And I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. So he's grumpy because he woke up with gum in his hair. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box. And Nick found a Junior Undercover Agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. So, gum in his hair. Now in his cereal box, no prize. They used to put prizes in cereal boxes. I'm not sure if they do anymore. I haven't seen one, but maybe. In the carpool, Miss Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I didn't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day. So I didn't get the right spot in the car for him. At school, Miss Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Now, kids, is he being a positive thinker? Not really. He's only looking for the bad stuff, right? Oops. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend and that Albert Mayo was his next best friend and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone and lands in Australia. So now he's getting his feelings hurt by his friends. Did he handle it very well? No. He did not handle it very well. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mom gave him a jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in their dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That was it. That's what it is. Because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist. And Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby, and while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back to the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I'm having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I told everybody. No one even answered. Look at him. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man came back and said, we're sold out. They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. Is he being a positive thinker? Not so much. Not so much. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate lima beans. There was kissing on TV. I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took the back pillow. He said I could keep the Mickey Mouse nightlight. When let me try this again. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It's been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. All right. That's the end of the story. So some days are just bad. We have a series of unfortunate events, and it just kind of, it's not that great. But we do have a power. And we have the power to be positive thinkers. Now, Alexander in this book did not use that secret power. He was only looking for the negative. He wasn't looking for the positive, right? So instead of saying, oh, I only got white shoes, he could have said, I got white shoes, okay? Or, you know, there's a lot of little things that he could have said to show a little bit of gratitude and a little bit of positive thinking. So when you're feeling grumpy, and you will feel grumpy. Everybody does. I want you to think about positive thinking and how you can look for the good stuff that's happening. Instead of fixating or keeping on the bad stuff, I want you to look for the good. Okay? Look for the good. Okay? And that can change your mindset from a negative grumpy to a positive happy. Okay? We can shift our mindset through positive thinking. It's a good thing. Okay, our time is almost out. We're at like 17 minutes or so. I try to keep these right around 20. So we talked about lavender, and we talked about smells can impact how we think and feel. So that's kind of fun to think about. We saw Turbo is doing great. We read a book. We talked a little bit about positive thinking and how important it is when we feel grumpy that we start looking for the good and the positive. And then I have a little giveaway. Now this is a cute little giveaway. I think it's cute. I am kind of thinking about the beach. And when I go to the beach, I like to see pelicans. Okay? So here is a little pelican beanie with a little Skittles wrapped around it, because I know you guys love little Skittles. And this is like the perfect little portion size for you guys. So I have got a little pelican with a little Skittles as a giveaway today. So later today, when my kids are done with school, because, you know, they're in 6th grade and 11th grade, so they have a full day of school too. When my kids are done with school, I'll let them pick who gets it. And they go to my thing and then they pick it. So that's super fun. Something that they look forward to is picking who gets the giveaway. And then I'll drop it off tomorrow. Okay? So super duper fun. He's cute. I can't wait to see what you guys, whoever gets him, names him, because I think he is adorable. And he has me thinking about a little bit about the beach. Ziggy. You hear that? Ziggy, stop. Okay. It is my time to go. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Remember positive thinking, okay? All right, deal.